Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video on all of my favorite makeup products and stuff that I find myself reaching for every single day for like the past couple months. Obviously my makeup routine switches up every now and again, but for the most part these are the products that I stick to and I'm like ride or die for always. So I just wanted to let everyone know what I was doing because I have like gotten a couple of requests on like what my favorites are in the video, like if I could do that for you guys. So I was like, bitch on it. So if you want to see what my favorite makeup products are and how I use them, keep on watching. You're a psychopath if you chew your ice cream or popsicles with your teeth. Psychopath. I'm just kidding. I was just trying to be funny. Ooh. Alright, enough, bitch. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention for this video is my African Black Soap Clarifying Problem Skin Toner. Looks like this. It's in an orange and black bottle, and my friends hear me talk about this all the time. Like, I swear to God, like anytime anyone asks me like, hey, I'm breaking out, like what do I do? Or like if my friends text them like our group message like, hey, anyone have any good like skincare tips or whatever the hell my friends talk about, I'll shove this up their face. Like, everyone in the world needs this. Please just trust me. Everyone in the world would benefit from this. Anyway, I just take like a little cotton round. I think that's what this is called. I have no idea what people call it. And I just go over my entire face. Okay, so the next thing worth talking about is this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, like, what is it? Marine Boosting Mist. My skin is insanely dry. I have no idea how it changed from oily to dry, but maybe it's because I became a woman. I don't know, but this stuff is really great for dry skin, and honestly it's probably good for oily skin too. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's not oil based, so that's why I say it would probably work for oily skin, because if something's like oil based, you don't want to add oil to an oily face, you know what I mean? As far as primers go, this Too Faced Primed in Peachy is my all-time favorite primer. One, it's a peach color, and it's gonna kind of color correct on its own. It'll like kind of like color correct your dark circles and like any other areas of like darkness. And two, it is cooling, so it feels really good on the face, and it keeps you feeling like really cool and hydrated, especially during the summer, and especially if you have dry skin. And it's like tacky, but not super tacky to the point where like your face feels like... Okay, so when it comes to foundation, you guys have heard me talk about this a million and one times. Like, I almost feel borderline annoying how much I talk about it. Like, the Huda Beauty foundation, nothing I've ever tried compared to this ever. This is just a really amazing foundation. It smells like perfume. First of all, like just a really like light floral, like perfumey scent, like something maybe like that like your fun aunt would wear. In my last video, you guys saw me take this out and like apply it like this, and that's because I'm like out of it and it won't come through the pump. But if I do it like this, there's still a bunch in here. So, and a bitch is not wasting a drop of anything over 10 bucks. So there is that. I feel like everyone gets irritated when like beauty gurus and like YouTubers and shit are like, ooh, Morphe, 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 but their brushes are amazing and they're like $2. So I'm like confused how they do it, but thank you for doing that for us. This is the Y6, and I kind of just buff it like all over the face, like doing short strokes everywhere. And of course you want to drag it down to the neck, like of course, please. Every once in a while I'll do my makeup and then I'll step into the natural light and like pull like the car mirror thing down, and I'll be like, holy, my neck is a totally different color. And then it's like, at this point you're in the car, you're on your way somewhere, like it stings. It fucking stings the heart. I'm having flashbacks. And I used to be super against foundation brushes until I found this brush. I thought I'd give it a try because seriously, I think it's like $8 or something like that. Okay, and also I have a flashlight on me, so if you see like any shadows or any like shit like flying like through the air, it's because I have my camera flashlight pointed at me because I don't have a professional light to do this with, so balling on a budget. Next, my favorite concealer is obviously Tarte Shape Tape. I could not live without this. I do really love the Maybelline Age Rewind one that I mentioned in one of my other videos, but I don't know. The shade range is way more extensive than the Maybelline Age Rewind, so I don't know. I think this one wins. Okay, so to blend out my concealer, I usually use a dampened sponge or I use the Y6, but today I'm going to use a damp beauty sponge. Anything will work, but this is a Real Techniques one, and like one side, it's like a weird ass shape, but it works, okay? I'm going to go ahead and take some Fix Plus and spray it on the edge that I'm going to use to blend out my concealer. Fix Plus, by the way, is the best smelling concoction in the world. Like, just the original one, like, it is the best. I could cry. So I just think that damp sponges really just, they make you look airbrushed. They really do. They absorb like any excess product, which is really, really nice. I know you guys are all like, okay bitch, we fucking know. But to the beginners out there that might not know, that's why beauty sponges are great. And everyone should definitely 110% have one. And make sure you get it really damp. Like, you have to squeeze it under the water like a couple times so it gets like super big and fluffy. And I'm just going to periodically wet the sponge as well, just to keep everything really nice and hydrated looking. And I always put concealer under my cheekbones as well, just to really like carve out my cheekbones and make them look way more like than they really are. See, with makeup we like to trick people. That's what we like to do. I'm kidding. I really think makeup is just a way to like make yourself feel so confident and so empowered. Like, I'm not trying to get cheesy, but I mean, everyone growing up feels insecure. Like, everyone has like moments of insecurities. And I don't know, like when I was in college, my freshman year of college, I just really like got into makeup. I'm like, whoa, like this just makes me feel so good, and it just relieves like a lot of my stress and like a lot of my anxiety. So usually when I'm like really stressed out and really like antsy and like just all over the place and my mind is racing, I'll sit down and do my makeup and I feel so much better. Like, I'm not kidding you guys, like it is fucking therapy for some people, including myself. Okay, so my absolute all-time favorite powder is Too Faced Born This Way. I've been using this for years now and it's just beautiful. It's so creamy. It makes your face look fucking airbrushed. But as of recently, I've been using this Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder Smooth Operator. And I like it. I really do like it. It's a lot lighter, whereas like the Too Faced one is like a banana color almost. Okay, and to apply the powder under my eyes, I'm just using the tip of the dampened sponge and like just pressing it into my skin. I'm going to do my forehead as well. So what I do in my T-zone is I use a matte finishing powder, and then everywhere else over my face I use this Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder in the shade Light. I recently just started doing this maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and I don't know, it just makes me look way more dewy because like I mentioned before, I have super dry skin, so I do want to look matte like under my eye and stuff, but like everywhere else I want to have a little bit of a glow, you know what I mean? I'm going to take this Sephora fluffy brush. This is their Airbrush powder brush, and I'm just going to dip it into the lid, get like a decent amount of product, and I'm just going to swipe it everywhere else. Again, just a decent amount. I'm going to dust a little on the forehead as well. While we let this bake, I'm going to use my favorite contour brush, which is the Farrah Large Angled Contour Brush, which is their 30F brush. I don't really know what that stands for, but that's what it says. And I'm going to use my all-time favorite bronzer, Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I just reached for this one way more than I reached for the Hula one, which is crazy because that one's like twice the price of this. So like I said, I do still use the Hula one, but this one, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just really like how buttery this applies. Like, it honestly just glides right on your face and like blends to perfection. Like, it's literally crazy. It scared me. The first time I used this, I was like, holy shit, how much was this again? Again, you always want to blend your contour into your hairline just so there's not like a lighter ring like around your face. I try to avoid that. But honestly, makeup is just a way to have fun and like express yourself and make yourself feel really pretty. So I'm not trying to tell you this is the right thing to do, and if you don't do this, you're gonna look like shit. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just giving you guys the tips and tricks and like the products that I use that make me feel my best. And if you like something different, if you like doing something a different way, makeup is fun. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you guys are entitled to do whatever you want to do with your makeup and with your face, and I have nothing against it. That's why I love makeup so much, because it is so fun and you can wipe it off if you don't like it. You know what I mean? It's not permanent. It's just for fun, you know? And I really wish more people knew like how soothing doing your makeup is, and like just honestly, it doesn't even have to be makeup. Like, just doing something you're passionate about and something that makes you like excited. Good for you if you have found something that makes you feel good. So now I'm taking my Sephora Airbrush Crease brush, but I use it for my nose because it's literally like the perfect size to just blend and buff out nose contour. So I kind of just rest my hand like on this arm right here, and I just like try to snatch my nose as much as I humanly can. My favorite brush to use to like wipe away excess powder is this Lancome fluffy brush. I just look up and like swipe it back and forth a couple times until I think it's gone. Bam! So for brows, I'm using the one and only Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Like, if you guys watch my videos, I don't use anything other than this. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful, precise pencil, hence the name. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I cannot talk when I'm doing my brows. Like, my heart races. I'm like, don't fuck it up. And just to ensure that like the tip or like the beginning of your brow doesn't look like painted on, if that's the look you like, go for it. I do not like that look for myself, so I just take it and I just go up really fast, like boop boop boop, so it kind of just looks like little hairs. Okay, so for blush, my all-time favorite blush is this DSL blush, obviously. And it's in the shade Kitty Pink, which is like the cutest fucking name ever. Like, thanks for creating that. So the brush I always use for my blush is this Luxie 524T brush. The bristles are a little bit more condensed, like on the bottom of the brush. And then near the top, they're a lot more sparse. So like, they're just a little bit more spread out, which I think makes the blush really like, just like, I don't know, it looks airbrushed and just like really effortless. I'm a huge blush girl, and I love taking it over the top of my nose just to give us that like really like sun-kissed look. And I like to like kind of hit my temples and my forehead a little bit with it too. Some people hate blush and I'm like, what did you just say? Another product I think is worth mentioning is this Urban Decay Afterglow like highlight kit, but there's this really pretty like hot pink color in here, and I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna like go over it like a little bit just to add a little bit of glow, like right on the apples of my cheeks, you know. It just looks so pretty. You might not be able to see it on camera, but in person it looks really, really pretty. So my all-time favorite highlighter is actually from the Carly Bible and Beach Cosmetics palette, but this palette is discontinued. It is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes as well, so like, I feel bad mentioning it in this video though, since it is discontinued and you guys won't be able to like purchase it or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and use something different. But if you do have this and you haven't really gotten into it much, these highlighter shades are beautiful, especially this one. Like seriously, I'm like done with it almost. And just these shades are, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful palette. The highlight I'm going to talk about today, I have like a little single of it, and it's the Mary Lou Manizer highlight from the Balm. I do use this fan brush sometimes to apply my highlight, but you guys know I love this brush right here. Plus this thing is really tiny. So I'm going to go in with this brush today. It's the Sephora Airbrush Crease brush. And I'm just going to coat the brush and go in. Like as an everyday highlighter, this is 100% it. And I just put this everywhere, like 85 layers pretty much. Okay, and I think for my favorite eyeshadow palette, I'm going to have to go with my girl Jaclyn Hill. This palette, I think it's a staple in everyone's collection. It's still available. Alright, so first I'm going to go ahead and start off with my favorite fluffy crease brush, and this is the Just Blending In brush from Lab. I'm going to take this like tan color right here, and I'm just going to blend it into my crease. Have you guys seen the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette? I need it, but I have $1 to my name. Okay, and when I'm putting colors in the crease, I like to keep it like a little bit further down, like towards the center of my eye, and like as I go back, I bring it closer to my brow. I just don't like it super heavy, like in the corner of my eye, like along my nose. Just because it kind of brings like your brow bone in, and it kind of makes your eyes look a little bit more hooded and like just smaller, so I try to avoid that. Next, using this same exact brush, I'm going to dip into this orange shade right here. I think this is called, yeah, Creamsicle. Very self-explanatory. I'm going to coat the brush, and I'm going to put it over top, and I'm going to kind of coat my lid as well. Shit, I got some lash glue left over. Hey girl. Next I'm going to go in with like this purpley cranberry color, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of this red shade right here. And I'm using my Y17 blending brush from Morphe. And I'm going to put it like in my crease slash outer corner. I'm going to go in with that big fluffy black brush just to like soften up the outside, the outer crease a little bit, and blend all of these colors together. We just don't want any harsh lines. Next, on a Luxie 239 Precision Shader Brush, I'm going to take the darker of the two cranberry looking colors, and I'm going to pack it on the outer half of my eyelid. And I'm going to just slightly try to bring it up and blend it into the crease. Taking the Y17, I'm going to just blend the crease a little bit more. Like I said, no harsh lines, bitch. I'm going to pick a little bit more of Creamsicle, which was that orange shade, up on this brush. I'm not going to coat it hardcore, like I'm just going to do a little, oh my god. Alright, I'll add a little bit to this side too then. So I'm going to go ahead and carve out my eyes with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade Eden. And what I do is I just like place it beginning to halfway through my eye. And I kind of just like open my eyes. And it'll kind of like naturally cut the crease for you, if you can kind of see. And I'm going to go ahead and use this Real Techniques detailer brush to cut the crease. If you've never cut the crease before, just go really slow, like take your time. Then you have to be absolutely insanely perfect, because we're going to go back in with our brush to blend like any harsh lines away. Okay, so I'm going to take that black fluffy brush, and I'm going to just like run it over the line a little bit so it's not so harsh. Next, I'm going to take this e.l.f. concealer brush. Yes, I said concealer, but I'm using it to pack on shadow. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus first too. And then taking that concealer brush, I'm going to dip into, what should I do? I don't know, like I kind of want to be like creative and do something like green. But I'm like, will that fucking look good? Like I have no idea. Or I have like a pink shine. Alright, Okay, so I decided I'm going to do like a cranberry look, like warm tone look today, and I'm going to dive into this like burgundy color right here. I'm just going to coat the rest of the cut crease with this shade. I went ahead and cleaned off my little detailer brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going to spray a little bit more Fix Plus on it. Okay, so using this really, really pretty gold color right here, I went ahead and added a little bit to my center. Sorry, my camera always cuts out so you guys can like miss some things, but I added a little bit to the center of the lid just to create like way more dimension in the eye. When it comes to makeup, dimension is literally going to be your best friend. Like, that's how things are going to look really just detailed and, I don't know, exciting. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to use the Y17 brush that I've been using this whole time. But I'm just going to take the excess and apply it to my lower lash line. I don't know why my mouth is open. See, it just gives like a really subtle wash of color. Next, I'm taking my favorite gel liner, which is by ColourPop, and it is in the shade Black. And I'm going to line my waterline, but just from the outer corner to my eye to about halfway through my waterline. I do have to mention this though, my favorite liner besides black liner is this Tarte Fake Awake. It's like a cream colored liner, and I pretty much use this anytime I'm wearing makeup and I just want like a natural look. Today I'm going for something a little like darker and a little bit more like mysterious, if you will. I have two mascaras that I really like, and it's the Lights Camera Lashes. As you can see, all the wording is gone from the packaging because I use it that damn much. And I love this Juice Beauty one. The Juice Beauty one's better for like the lower lash line, and it's not going to give you like volume or thickness, but it just makes them really long and separated, which is why I use them on the bottom lashes. So first I'm going to apply some mascara to my top lashes. With my bottom lashes, I'm going to use the Juice Beauty one just so you guys can like see what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I just got that in my eyeball. I look okay and I can see, so I don't know. Okay, so next I'm going to apply my Kiss lashes. I'm almost out. I've been using these for a while now and I really love them. They're the wispy ones. So I'm going to go ahead and throw those lashes on and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have my lashes on, I'm going to add like some final touches. Okay, so next, using my Veramona brush. This is like a smudge brush or some shit, but I'm going to tap into the Mary Lou Manizer highlight. I'm going to highlight my brow bone. This brush is like flat, but it's like perfect for getting like right under the brow. I'm also going to add this highlight to my inner corner as well. And I'm going to add a little bit to my Cupid's bow as well. Okay, and for my lips, my favorite lip combo of all time, I started off with using this L'Oreal lip liner. It's in the shade Rose or Beyond Pink. I'm not sure, it says both on there, but I might just be an idiot and not know what I'm talking about. I have been using this lip liner since I was like 12 or 13 years old, so it has been around for that long. After I line my lips, I go in with this DSL or DLS. Did I say DSL for the fucking blush? I hope not. The brand is called DLS. I'm sorry if I disrespected. But it's in the shade Nude Beach. It smells amazing. Like, make this into a candle, please, someone. And it's just a really like shimmery, pinky nude gloss. And it's not like sticky. It's really like buttery. I love this gloss so much. And next I go in with a little bit of my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. You guys, this shit. I kind of just like dab it everywhere. This brush is like ruined with a million different colors, so whatever. Just kind of like put it all over the place, so it just kind of plumps up my lips a little bit. And lastly, my favorite setting spray of all time. Oh my god, I almost just ripped this fucking hoop off. In every video, I literally almost lose an earlobe. Please, that would hurt so bad. Shit, I had coffee today, so I'm like, I feel ridiculous. Anyway, this is the Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. I'm obsessed with this one. I love all things hydrating, all things chill. Like I said, I have really dry skin, so this is really good. This is oil free too, so I'm gonna... Okay guys, so this is the final look, and obviously I'm obsessed with it because I used my favorite products. Duh. But I hope you guys really love it, and I hope you guys like learn something from me or learn something about your routine that you want to like tweak, or like if there's anything you want to suggest to me like that you do in your routine that I should try out, let me know in the comments. Like, I love switching up my routine, and I would love to hear how you guys do things. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!